Welcome to Monday Meditation on Psalm 119. Today we're considering verse 109, where the psalmist says, "My life is continually in my hand, yet I do not forget your law." It's an interesting phrase when he says, "My life is continually in my hand." You can actually find that phrase in Judges 12 and 1 Samuel 28. The idea is that the psalmist's life is at risk, and at risk, I mean serious risk. There are people who want to kill him, and it's a constant challenge for him. People continually want to take his life. And yet you see the psalmist's response is he says, "Yet I will not forget your law." I think it is important. While in this country, seldom are we at risk of losing our life because of our faith, because of our Christianity. Nonetheless, all of us face difficult circumstances in life. And I think what the psalmist teaches us is how to respond in the midst of the difficulty. For him, he says, I did not forget your law. In other words, difficult circumstances did not distract him from God's word. It actually drove him to God's word. He realized that it's in God's word that he finds comfort and wisdom and encouragement and direction, all those things that we need throughout all of our life, but especially in the time of difficulty. And so, Christians, it's important to remember that difficult circumstances often reveal the condition of our heart. If you're in the midst of those difficulties, and it's interesting, we're in the midst of the holiday season, right? And for some people, that's a time of great joy and celebration, but no doubt some of you are facing some of the more difficult circumstances, maybe the most difficult circumstances you've ever faced in your life. Let me just remind you that when you're in the midst of those difficulties, don't push God's word away. You need to cling to it. You love God, you love his word, and you find your comfort, you find your strength, you find your support in God's word. So respond like the psalmist, regardless of the difficulty of your life. Don't forget God's word. Don't forget God's law. Delight in that. Find the sustenance that we all desperately need. Have a great week in the Lord.